Hey guys, my name is Bitvoid, and in this video we will talk about the best mods that you can get for Peak right now. In my opinion, of course. Peak has been out for a while and has a lot of really cool mods. The main way we install mods into Peak is through Thunderstore. On the Thunderstore website, you can find over 600 mods for Peak. The problem is, it's pretty difficult to find good mods because there is just so many of them. Some mods are completely useless, like the Glizzy mod. The Glizzy mod adds a glizzy to the game with glizzy accurate physics. No disrespect to the creator, but this mod will not actually make it on the best mod list, and I'm pretty sure you can figure out why. And a lot of the other mods on the Peak mod list are actually cheating mods. So mods that enable you to fly, to spawn in items, or any other cheating activities, we will not be including them in the best mod list. The purpose of this video is to talk about real fun mods that add flavor to the game. So today we won't be covering any cheating mods. Cheating mods are not welcome on this list, and quite frankly, I don't advise you to use them at all. It ruins the game for others, but most importantly, it ruins the joy of the game for you. The game is meant to be challenging. It's supposed to be a difficult journey you fight your way through with your friends or alone. Peak is supposed to represent the philosophy of life itself. Just like in life, you have to climb to the peak. You also have to fight through all of the difficulties along the way. That is the only way to build your character and have interesting stories to share with others. Okay, now enough about philosophy. Now let's talk about all the best mods for Peak that either add mechanics to the game or change game mechanics. Mods that actually add flavor to the game without ruining the integrity of Peak. But before we begin, I must ask you a personal question. Do you ever feel lonely? Do you ever want to play Peak with your friends, but your friends don't have time for you, or you don't have much friends to begin with? Well, don't worry, because there is 2 mods that allow you to play with other Peak players anytime you want, even if you don't know who they are.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am the one who knocks.
And those mods are Peak Lobby Browser and Peak Matchmaking. Peak Lobby Browser is a mod made by ABOSULTE. This mod allows you to browse for lobbies inside of Peak and find other games made by other players. You can join any games on the list and start playing with other random strangers that also enjoy Peak. Alternatively, you can set up your own server and wait for players to join you. The lobby browser looks really nice in my opinion, it really suits the art style of Peak. But if that's too much thinking and you want a pure random experience, you can just use Peak Matchmaking. Made by Sync, the Peak Matchmaking mod introduces a matchmaking button to your main menu. When you click on it, it will search for any players who are also searching for a game, and it will put you in the same game together. You can play together and even talk on the microphone. But if you're too shy to talk on the microphone with random strangers, you can download Peak Text Chat mod, made by Bow Reality. This mod will add a text chat for Peak. So if you don't feel like talking to people on the microphone, you can just type your messages instead. But what if you are a really popular person and you have way too many friends? Every time you try to play, your friends constantly have to fight who gets to play with you because there's only space for 4 players. Well, not anymore, because with the Peak Unlimited mod made by Glarmer, you can play with as many friends as you wish. This mod will unlock the ability to play with more than 4 players. It even adds extra marshmallows to campfires so that your friends don't get too hungry. But ever since the cannibalism update was added to the game, this is not a problem anymore, because more friends means more food. Now let's talk about mods that actually make the game more fun. Everest is a mod made by Steven. The Everest mod saves your death locations and populates your world with skeletons where others have fallen. So now you can find real skeletons where other real players have died. It's a really fun way to know what other locations have killed the most players. But it also adds a bit of a horror element to Peak, where each skeleton represents a real person who died in the game. If that sounds repetitive and you are tired of seeing the same mountain every single time all day long, you can download More Peak by SMC Ken. This mod skips the need to wait for a daily map refresh. If you get bored of playing the same map all day, you can just play a different map. You can now select a random map every single time you begin the game.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Do you have annoying friends? Well, now you can express to them how annoying you think they are by pushing them off a cliff into lava. The push mod made by Box of Biscuits 97 will enable you to push your friends with the F key.
Stop being domestically abusive.
Push them off a cliff, push them into lava, push them into a cactus. The possibilities are endless.
No!
The only problem is that your friend also has to consent to this, so they have to download the same mod, otherwise it won't work. Are you tired of walking in peak? Then try flipping. Flip all over the place with the Hardcore Parkour mod made by Chris Paws. The Hardcore Parkour mod enables you to do flips in mid-air while pressing F. You can do front flips, side flips, and even back flips. On top of that, landing correctly will restore your stamina, but if you fall on your head, I don't think it will. If you have the third person mod, it's much easier to control the flips because you can actually see where you're going. You can also see how cool it looks like from the side when you're flipping. But we will discuss the third person toggle mod a bit later. When I say the name Myers, what does it make you feel? And no, I'm not talking about Michael Myers, I'm talking about Scoutmaster Myers. The Scoutmaster's Rampage mod, made by Tony420, makes the Scoutmaster Myers really mad at you for some reason. He will chase you down all game until you make it to the peak, adding a whole new horrifying challenge to the game.
Oh my god, what the? Oh my god, he just spider legs! Help! Oh my god! Help! Okay, I'm running away.
The Scoutmaster will spawn every 5 minutes, but every time you make it to a campfire, 5 minutes will be added to the timer. But don't worry, because all of those timers can be tweaked. I will show you how to use the mod config mod later during this video. With that mod, you can tweak the settings of every other mod, including this one, so you can set the timers to whatever you want it to be. There's two big problems with the Scoutmaster Rampage mod that I don't really like. One of those things is that the Scoutmaster never leaves you alone, so there is no time period where you can just relax for a second and gather your items. He will attack you forever, no matter what, until you reach to the campfire. The other problem is this annoying grain that blocks half of the screen. I can't see anything most of the time. Whenever I'm trying to run away from the Scoutmaster, I can't see anything because of this grain. This grain alone just completely ruins the Scoutmaster experience for me, and this is why I cannot use this mod. So if you're like me and you don't like those things, you can use the next mod instead. The Scoutmaster X, made by BitVoid. Wait a second, that's me! That's right, I bring you the Scoutmaster X mod. This mod will summon a Scoutmaster every 5 minutes that will chase you for 1.5 minutes. Only if he approaches you really close, that's when you can see a little bit of grain. But other than that, it's not going to bother you in your gameplay at all now. And also, if you're able to outrun him, you will be able to rest in between chases. He comes in red and he comes in black. The red and black Scoutmaster are not any different than the regular Scoutmaster, they just look a little bit scarier. A brand new addition with this mod as well is that now you have a Scoutmaster Hunter. The Scoutmaster Hunter seeks out other Scoutmasters and he attacks them, trying to defend you. The Scoutmaster Hunter has a 15% chance to spawn, so you won't get to see him much, but when you do, make sure to hide behind him because he will defend you from the evil Scoutmaster. If you want more Scoutmasters, you can just summon as many as you want with the F2 key. You can summon 5, you can summon 10, you can summon 100 Scoutmasters. If you get tired of the Scoutmasters, you can click the F7 key. The F7 key will spawn a dynamite. This dynamite will remove all current Scoutmasters in the game. But don't get too relaxed because you will still get a visit from the Scoutmaster every 5 minutes. Guys, before we continue the video, I really have to talk to you. I don't know what you guys did, but something weird happened. In the last few days, I kept waking up and having significantly more and more subscribers. I went all the way from 100 to 1,200 subscribers in like 4 days or something. That is the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I tried to understand what happened, so I went into the comment section of my videos. Lo and behold, I saw people writing comments like this, asking others to subscribe to my channel and get me to 1,000 subscribers. I'll be honest guys, I don't know what I did to deserve this. I really just make videos because I'm passionate about Peak. Guys, I'll be honest, you have really touched my heart, and I believe that the Peak community is probably the most supportive community on YouTube. I'll even tell you a little secret that makes this whole thing actually crazy. With your support, I was able to apply for YouTube monetization just 15 days after starting my channel. How is that even possible? Again, I have no idea what I did to deserve this. I'm genuinely just shocked about all of this. So guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for getting me to 1,000 subscribers and helping me to get monetized on YouTube. I'm shocked. It really means the world to me. You're literally changing my life. I guess this is a sign to make more videos. Even though it takes about 1 month to get monetized, I will be making videos all the time. But if you want to support me during that time, you can find my Ko-Fi link in the description down below, where you can donate absolutely any amount. Thank you guys so much and enjoy the rest of the video. The Peak Item Randomizer mod made by Saffron makes it so that all the items that appear in Peak can spawn in other parts of the world besides the luggage. Now you can find random loot in trees and bushes, so take your friends, go to the forest and forage for some items. If you're playing solo, that would probably get a bit lonely. That's why you should always take Bing Bong with you. Except one problem, Bing Bong is a bit too silent. He doesn't like to talk a lot. So now you can install the Bing Bong Boombox mod made by Damien MQR. Now Bing Bong will become a YouTube player. Put your favorite streamer on, your favorite YouTuber, or just some relaxing music. With Bing Bong by your company, you will never feel bored again.
Bing Bong? We don't need Bing Bong.
Whoa! You put Bing Bong down.
Get him out of here.
Yo. No. What?
It's a stupid toy, alright? You're 41, man. Wake up.
This is BitVoid, and this is literally everything new in Peak, the Mesa update. The biggest addition to the game is this brand new desert biome called the Mesa biome. Biomes that see minor changes. The shore biome, which is the beach area that you start the game in, remains completely unchanged. But I was able to find a new map hidden in the game files.
Technically, actually, she cannot go back to bed either because she still has to pay for her parents. She still has to pay for her parents' loan, right? So she says she has multiple bands in debt, so she's been that bad.
Or alternatively, if you feel bad for using Bing Bong like a music player, instead you can install the S-Speaker mod made by OnlyStar. Oh, get it guys? S-Speaker. I see what you did there, OnlyStar. S-Speaker adds a speaker that you can play music on. Carry it around and it will play music for you and your friends. It's perfect for those awkward silence moments. Sometimes Peak can be cinema, that's why you should install the Peak Cinema mod made by Megalon 2D. Peak Cinema enables you to fly around with your camera using the F3 key. With Peak Cinema you can fly around like a drone and take cinematic pictures and cinematic video. The Peak Cinema mod is actually my most used mod because I use this mod for every single video I make. That's how I take all of my cinematic shots. And if Peak Cinema is my most used mod of all time, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you about my favorite mod of all time, Peak-A-Palooza by Expanded Reality. This mod adds new game modes to the game. Some features in this mod is that you can turn off the tornado, you can make the tornado faster, or you can make the fog go faster. But my absolute favorite game mod in this mod is where you can go from Peak all the way down to the shore. It basically reverses the game and flips Peak upside down, so instead of Peak, it becomes bottom. And because of that, it introduces a whole new playstyle to the game, where instead of climbing up most of the time, you will have to slide down most of the time. And it also completely changes which items are useful and which are not, making the Peekapalooza mod my favorite peak mod of all time. But if climbing down is not challenging enough, turn off the lights. Pitch Black Peak mod, made by Tony420, introduces a game mode where you play Peak in complete darkness, basically turning it into a horror game. The lantern you start with doesn't run out, so make sure you don't lose it or else you won't be able to see anything at all. But if you can't see anything, maybe you can hear someone playing the bugle in the distance. But this time it's not just making noise, it's making beautiful music. The Bugle Maestro mod, made by Alexandria P, introduces a mechanic to the bugle, where you can play octaves like a true musician. It's multiplayer compatible, so now you can force your friends to listen to your musical talents.
And now for some soothing sounds from Squidward's clarinet. Thank you, thank you.
Now that we went through all the mods that make Peak more fun, let's talk about mods that help you customize your character to better fit your preferences. Peak already has a lot of in-game customizations that you can unlock with badges. But let's be honest, there could never be enough customizations. That's literally why Fortnite is making billions of dollars selling skins. S'more Skin Colors mod, made by Figgies, adds 40 new skin colors to the game. There's a lot of skin colors missing in the original game, so this pretty much covers all grounds. Let's say you're trying to make a character cosplay, and you want your character to look like a specific character. So this mod might be the mod you're missing to make your character look exactly like the character you want it to. If 40 skin colors is still not enough for you, how about all the colors? The Skin Color Sliders mod, made by Snozzy, adds an actual skin color slider, so now you have all the colors in the world to work with. If that's not enough and you need even more customizations, you can download More Customizations, made by Cretapar. This mod will allow you to add costume accessories, mouths, eyes, and hats. Sadly, this mod is really hard to set up for multiplayer, so you can't really show it off. But what you can show off is your goofy faces. Face Customization Plus mod, made by Little Turtle. This mod adds a lot of new accessories and faces. Now, all you need with your brand new goofy face is a brand new goofy hat. There's a lot of goofy hats in Peak, but not enough, and that's why we need Too Many Hats mod, created by Teddy BRB. This mod adds more than 22 new hats to the game. Now that you're done customizing your character, take your character to the dance floor to show off, and Dance Till You Drop, made by LT96. All this mod really does is make it that your emotes repeat forever until you stop them by moving. I don't really know how this is not the default setting in Peak, but this mod fixes this problem. Now you can take your brand new character to a brand new terrain. Well, kind of. The Terrain Customizer mod, made by Snozzy, allows you to customize the terrain of the map. You can change the size of stuff, you can add more stuff, you can make your world as creative and as wacky as you like by tweaking the settings of the mod. You can even have your friends join up and play with you in this crazy new terrain. So this pretty much covers all the best customization mods that Peak currently has to offer. Now let's add some quality of life mods that make the game feel more polished. If you're going to mod Peak, this mod is an absolute must. The reason why is because this mod allows you to configure variables and settings in other mods. The mod I'm talking about is Mod Config by Peak Modding. Why is that so important? Because a lot of mods that you download, they sit on the same hotkey, and this mod will allow you to change the hotkeys from those other mods, and also on top of that you can configure other preferences to change the mods to your liking. When your friends fall, will you be there to catch them? Previously you couldn't even if you wanted to, but now you can catch players, made by Tony420.
Did it work?
Similar mechanic to how you can grab your friends while they are climbing, now you can also grab them and catch them while they are falling. But if you fail and they slam into the ground and they don't have enough stamina to proceed climbing, you can give them a piggyback ride with the piggyback mod made by Roos. With this mod, you're able to carry your friends even if they are not passed out. You can carry your friend for fun, or you can carry your friend while they go AFK, so you can take them far away from the fog. But if you don't have enough stamina to carry your friend, that is okay, because you can't even know how much stamina you have to begin with. Or can you? With the Stamina Stats mod by Pix, now you can. This mod will tell you exactly how much stamina you got, and on top of that, it will show you how much exactly every single negative effect is taken away from your health bar. Are you tired of taking damage from poisonous apples because you can't tell the difference between yellow and green? Now you don't have to think so hard, because the item info display mod made by JQQT will show you exactly what each and every single item does. So you can know exactly what items are good for you and what items are bad for you. If you finally made it to the Mesa, well, the Mesa can be a very harsh place. There is one mod that might help you in the Mesa. The Day-Night UI mod by Lear shows you exactly how much time of the day it currently is. So you know exactly when the sun is about to rise and how much time you have before you have to take cover. So this next mod we already discussed a little bit beforehand. Third person mod made by Abisa. This mod will enable the third person camera. You finally get to see your character from the side and see how funny exactly your character looks to your friends when you're falling. And those were all the best of quality of life mods I could find. The next mods are for the hardcore players among you. These mods are speedrunning tools. The best way to keep your score during a speedrun in Peak is to use the Speedrun Timer mod by Pharmacomaniac. This mod adds a customizable timer right on top of your screen. This timer is going to keep all the time splits between the campfires. So now you can tell if your speedrun is going well in each biome. And if you fail to beat your speedrunning score, which you will need a quick restart feature, so you don't have to go through the terminal and board the plane every single time. With the quick restart mod made by Tony420, you can restart your game instantly at any point in time using the F6 key. Every time you fail a speedrun, just press F6 and start over. So yeah guys, this is all the mods I got for you today. That was more than 30 mods that I believe that are absolutely the best mods currently available for Peak. If you believe some other mods should have made it to the list, I read all your comments, so tell me about it in the comments and maybe I will include it in the next mod video. If you enjoy videos like this, please like and subscribe. I'm already working on the next video, so make sure not to miss it by subscribing. Thank you everyone for watching and have a nice day.